What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about B-hopping and where I think its place is in Team Fortress 2 and in other games for that matter. So if you don't know what B-hopping is, let's go over that really quickly first. And what it is essentially tricking the client into believing that you are both in the air and have landed simultaneously, so that you can jump whilst keeping your air velocity, because in source games, when you strafe in midair, known as air strafing, you build up velocity and can move at a faster speed, so you want to keep that velocity but also be able to jump again without, so you can just keep going at a certain distance. Now, B-hopping has mainly taken its form in Counter-Strike, originally in Source and 1.6, and is still present in Global Offensive, and therefore is pretty much the reason that I started using it, because after a while I got sort of into rocket jumping in TF2, and after stopping playing TF2 a certain amount, I decided to fill that with something else, and that turned out to be B-hop practice, I guess. So I've gotten pretty into B-hopping in CSGO, and then trying to play TF2 in preparation for Overwatch. I know it doesn't really make much sense, but that's what I've been doing. I tried B-hopping as certain classes and seeing how it would work out, and I found that overall it's actually surprisingly good. So I'm going to quickly do a rundown of all the classes. I'm going to have their just normal running velocity on screen and the speed that I sort of managed to average whilst B-hopping, so you can sort of see how valuable that sort of is. So first off, we have the Scout, and the Scout, really, because of the double jump, B-hopping just does not work. So I'm not going to go very long on this, because the B-hopping it really does not work. And to be honest, with the Scout, with your speed as high as it is by default, there is really no need to B-hop, especially when you have weapons like the Babyface's Blaster or Criticola. So secondly, we have the Soldier. I'm just going in class order here. And the Soldier, once again, is a kind of another class that it really isn't that useful. When you have the ability to rocket jump a million miles, being able to jump and keep up an airspeed that really is half the speed you get while rocket jumping is not worth it that much. However, if you are playing Pocket, which is a type of soldier typically associated with sixes, you have a certain reason to use it, and the reason it's called Pocket is because you don't rocket jump as much and you use the shotgun and the equalizer. So the equalizer is actually pretty good on low health, because you get moving pretty fast and it makes it pretty easy to B-hop. It's sort of it makes it a lot easier to B-hop. It's why people use their knife in CSGO rather than their primary weapon, because you move faster with a knife out. So third off, we're going to have Pyro, and Pyro I have found to be one of the best classes to B-hop with in TF2, especially if you have the power jack, because you get that increased movement speed whilst it's out. It's sort of like using a knife in CSGO, and it just feels like perfect. And I feel like even with Pyro, it's sort of useful to have, because you get to get around a lot faster than you normally would be able to, get into positions that people wouldn't expect. So next off, we have the Demoman, and the Demoman once again is pretty pointless. Unless you're using like shield, even still you'd charge over doing B-hopping, and your sticky jumper is just going to get you to point A to B so much faster, just 100 times faster. So B-hopping really is pretty pointless. Heavy is one of the classes that, like Pyro, because it's got the gloves of killer running urgency, whatever, the ones that buff your move speed, you're going to have a lot of ability to get up some pretty good momentum, and it allows you to move a lot faster than you'd think. Engineer, once again, it's kind of like Pyro. It's pretty useful just because their class involves getting around the map pretty easily to help out the team and sort of be a supporty sort of class. So it's good to just get around, and it works perfectly. Following up from that, we have the Medic. We have the Sniper? Yeah, we have the Sniper, sorry. And the Sniper is actually pretty good. This is my favourite, to be honest. It is just so useful. You can do it with all the weapons out, and it's just perfect. It increases speed. It's good to get around the map with. You can get into areas people don't expect, because you can jump really far if you've built up enough momentum with B-hopping, so it's really good. Medic, one of the other perfect classes, probably my second favourite. So it goes Sniper, Medic, Spy for some reason, all the support classes. But The medic is sort of like sniper. It's just good because you can keep up with your classes. It's easy to keep up with scouts. It's easy to keep up with soldiers, and it's really useful to just stay with teammates who are faster than you. And then finally, spy. It's really useful to do this whilst you're cloaked because you want to get the furthest distance you can with your short duration of cloak. And I feel like this is the perfect way to increase speed in a class that has no other way to really do it. So now you're probably wondering how to B-hop. And it's actually insanely simple. So what you want to do is you want to open up your console in Team Fortress 2 or CSGO or any Source game and type in bind plus M wheel down space and then just jump. And this will allow you to jump whenever you scroll down. Now the reason that you do this is because trying to time landing a pixel perfect jump is insanely hard. So what you want to do is when you're about to land the jump, you just spam your scroll wheel down and it will work every time. Sometimes it's based on server lag, so you can expect it to stuff up a couple of times, but it is pretty consistent, and with enough practice you'll be able to get pretty much every jump going. So that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. I hope you all enjoy watching. It's sort of something I wanted to fill whilst I was waiting for Overwatch, and I thought this video, I was thinking about it for quite a while. So I hope it's been pretty enjoyable and I hope you've learned something. So thank you all very much for watching. Remember to subscribe and I'll see you in another video. Bye.